Hey, once again, everybody, it is Weather for Weather Geeks time. Hope you had a good weekend. This is the Monday evening edition of the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video. After kind of a clunker yesterday, things did turn around today, but today, unfortunately, kind of an oasis in the middle of a pretty unsettled pattern that'll take us through the end of this week. Forecast details, of course, coming up, but as we often do in these videos, let's take a look back at where we've been in the past and so far in April. We've had some snow this April, we've had some chilly temperatures, of course, and we've had quite a bit of precipitation overall. Notice the green boxes definitely outnumber the non-green boxes. Today was only the, 8th day out of 26 in which we had no measurable precipitation at the Youngstown Warren Airport. Now, despite all the rainy days or days with measurable precipitation, our totals for the month are not crazy high. At the airport, 3.08 is where we stand, and that's 4/100ths of an inch above the average through the first 27 days of the month. But we're going to add on to some of those totals certainly as we close out April over the next few days. Some of the other numbers at the airport today, 59 was the high, about 5 shy of average, but the sun angle at this time of the year and with a light wind, it was awfully nice to be outside this afternoon. 36 is where we started this morning, that also below the average. 90 and 24, the records on the high and low side for today's date. Boy, beautiful day overall today, just bright and sunny this morning. Then we saw some cumulus clouds bubbling up from time to time. Pretty flat-topped cumulus today, so not enough instability certainly in the air for these to keep rising and getting taller in the sky. It was a nice day today with a fair amount of sun, and that also has been a rarity over the last couple of weeks. We've not had very many days with an appreciable amount of sunshine. A lot of the last couple of weeks, we've seen at least 60% cloudiness, and some days, of course, like yesterday, just about dead overcast all day. All right, so far in April, and this will probably be our final number for April as far as the warmest temperature this month, 68 degrees. Compare that to some of our other months already in 2020. The warmest temperature was late in March at 73, but we had a 70-degree day back on January the 11th. And, April is hardly above December as far as the warmest high temperature goes. So we have been on the cool side. Now, this is not going to go into the record books as a record cool April or anything like that. But especially in the high temperature department, it is very rare. In fact, in recorded history, we have not had an April with 0 70-degree days. And this will be the first here in April of 2020. So it was a beautiful day to check out the low-orbiting high-res satellite today, which hovers over Lake Erie, and we get a couple of shots per day. Now, when it's cloudy, this is not much to look at, but a nice clear day. It's nice to check out the landscape of northern Ohio and into Lake Erie and Ontario, southeast Michigan. This is Detroit up here. Here's the Cleveland area. There's Pymatuning down here in this field of cumulus, Mosquito Lake. And always cool to check these out on our nice days. It's nice when we have a clear sky. It's kind of been a rarity around here as of late. All right. Clouds are starting to increase this evening, but be another pretty nice evening peering through that increasing deck of high clouds. Check out Venus in the western sky. Of course, Venus has been very bright in the western sky for a couple of months now, but it's reaching its peak brightness here in late April and early May. Above and to the left of Venus, that'll be the relatively young moon up there this evening. And yeah, check out Venus this evening if you get a chance. If the clouds stay thin enough, we won't really have a clear evening sky again until Saturday. All right, so clouds increasing ahead of this system, which is our next weather maker out across the Midwest this evening, bringing some late rain now to Grand Rapids, South Bend, Fort Wayne, out towards Chicago as well. And this is what's going to spread the light rain our way as we head through the overnight. So high-res futurecast showing us the simulated radar late tonight, a couple of showers. This is not going to be anything all that heavy, but there can be some light rain around for early morning risers on Tuesday. Now, we have the low-end chance of showers still in the forecast for tomorrow afternoon, but I don't think there's a lot of rain tomorrow afternoon. Yes, it's going to be overcast and not very nice outside, but the steady rain that we'll see at the beginning of the day, I don't think that'll continue into the afternoon. There might be a passing shower or two, and then a higher chance of showers with the approach of a warm front tomorrow evening. Actually, it's going to be quite a bit warmer tomorrow night than tonight. We'll probably fail to drop out of the 50s in most of the valley tomorrow night. And then unsettled Wednesday. We'll get into the warm sector Wednesday. So we'll get into a southerly flow here, and that's going to help us out temperature-wise, but unfortunately not much sunshine to go along with that, and a pretty good chance of the occasional shower on Wednesday as well. And on the backside of this, It won't be as warm on Thursday. It'll be breezy at times, and I think we'll see some backlash showers in the cyclonic flow around that low pressure system on Thursday. And since that low is kind of dragging its heels a little bit, I do think that showers may linger into parts of Friday as well. All right, so over the next 7 days, rainfall totals advertised by our modeling here, about an inch over the next 7 days. Now, some of us had an inch worth of rain over the last few days, and this, will cover tomorrow through Friday, basically. So, not going to raise any flooding possibilities, but still, our generally wet pattern is likely to continue. All right, I got to show you another 8 to 14 day outlook with blue on it this evening. This covers the run up to Mother's Day, second weekend of May. And so we're talking about middle of next week through the following weekend. And I don't like the looks of this pattern at all, temperature-wise. Some very chilly early May weather is pretty likely. Now, before that pattern settles in and kind of drops an anchor, this weekend looks pretty good. I think we'll get into the middle and in some places upper 60s Saturday and Sunday. A couple of rare orange boxes here. Averages by that point are around 66. So, yeah, I think we've got a shot at maybe even flirting with 70 this weekend, especially on Sunday. But then I think the pattern reverts right back to very cool weather compared to average for a good chunk of next week in the lead up to Mother's Day. And, I took a look at the long-range European this evening. European model showing generally just kind of a garbage pattern through probably at least the 10th to 12th day of May, maybe even the first half of May is like this. Now, I've gotten some questions on social media lately. Are we ever going to break out of this? Is this going to be the way it is all summer? Yes, we'll break out of this. This is not the pattern in perpetuity, but it's one we're stuck in right now. And, I guess it's a good thing we're stuck in it now instead of January. We'd be talking about a lot of snow and cold weather if this was our pattern back in the dead of winter. It's producing, though, a pretty lousy mid-spring period with the occasional nice day like we had today. It's only an occasional thing. That's the exception. The rule is clouds, some showers, and temperatures staying below the average. That'll do it for me tonight on Weather for Weather Geeks. Thanks as always for watching, everyone, and check out the updated forecast tonight on 21 News 11 anytime at all on the Storm Tracker 21 app.